Hello class, I'm Nate Torres and this is my persuasive speech on why Yosemite should return to its reservation system. Does your idea of a stunning, scenic, mountainous getaway in Yosemite National Park include sitting in traffic, dealing with congestion and large crowds? Yeah, mine doesn't either. If you've ever visited Yosemite, I'm sure you've been amazed by the beautiful mountainous scenery that it holds, and I'm sure you've been amazed at other national parks in the United States as well. As a longtime national parks enthusiast, I've studied multiple hours on why the reservation system that Yosemite has been beneficial to the park and to the guest experience. And Yosemite recently got rid of its national park system, they got rid of its reservation system. Yosemite National Park should return to its reservation system. First, I will explain the problems that the removal of the reservation system has caused in the park. Secondly, I will explain the causes of these problems. Finally, I will explain how we can solve these problems by reinstating the reservation system. There are problems in Yosemite now that the reservation system has been removed. With no reservation systems in Yosemite National Park, guests have trampled fragile ecosystems and ruined visitor experiences for all guests. According to an article written by Gabrielle Cannon, published by The Guardian in October of 2025, when guests are left with unrestricted access to national parks, ecosystems are irreversibly damaged and services become crowded and unregulated. In various national parks, when national park access is unregulated, petroglyphs are vandalized, century-old trees are chopped down, desert habitats are destroyed, and wildlife are poached. In Yosemite, dangerous and illegal base jumping also took place. This shows that when national parks are left unregulated, dangerous and unsupervised activity leads to the destruction of park property. Along with the destruction of park property and no reservations, this has also caused overcrowding, high traffic, and congestion in the park. According to an article by Jacqueline Cosgrove, published in the New York Times in July of 2026, now that the reservation system is gone, trails have been packed, visitors have been reporting chaos in various areas of the park, and overall congestion has shot up. Park traffic has shot up since the removal of reservations, and some guests are actually reporting spending the majority of their trip waiting in lines and looking for parking instead of enjoying the beautiful national park. Now that I have told you about the problems in Yosemite due to the removal of the reservations, I will explain the causes of these problems. The removal of reservations, combined with a lack of federal funding, has been the root cause of these problems. Because no reservations are required, large groups of people and unrestricted record numbers of people are entering the park. According to Jacqueline Cosgrove, as cited previously, the removal of the reservation system has caused record numbers of guests to enter the park within the last couple of months. The reservation system effectively limited the maximum number of guests that could be in the park on any given day. With no reservations, the park cannot regulate a mass influx of guests, or it cannot stabilize traffic and parking conditions as well. Due to the Trump administration's budget cuts to the National Park Service, the removal of the reservation system has reduced the park's ability to manage high numbers of guests. According to a separate article by Gabrielle Cannon, published by The Guardian in July 2026, park employees have not been able to manage the increased crowds and parking requirements of an influx in visitors, and this has caused overcrowding, long lines, and reduced visitor safety. Simply put, Yosemite cannot function at its best with fewer rangers and more visitors. And now that I've told you about how Yosemite's open entry system has caused problems in the park, I will now share the solutions with you. So Yosemite National Park's reservation system has been proven to reduce congestion and protect public health, specifically in the COVID era. According to the National Park Service Superintendent Jeff Bradybow, in a statement published on December of 2022, Yosemite's reservation system has provided a greater visitor experience for its 3 years of existence by significantly reducing traffic congestion and trail and utility crowding. Reinstating the reservation system will allow these benefits to return to the park. It will significantly reduce traffic in the park, crowding on popular trails and pathways, and lines for services and amenities. Reinstating the reservation system will also space out congestion over the entire operating season rather than going on just holiday weekends. And it will fill reservations over less popular days to reduce congestion. According to a journal entry by Jonathan Hughes, written for the University of Colorado at Boulder in October of 2025, reservation activity is high over the entire operating system meaning that crowds are spaced out over the entire season rather than just holiday weekends, where rangers and amenities are overcrowded. And this has led to a worse park experience for visitors and, as we discussed earlier, destruction of park property. This shows that the reservation system doesn't limit access like some people say it does, but rather it actually works to spread out congestion and reduce the load of guests on the park. Now that you have learned about the nuances of Yosemite's reservation system and why it should be reinstated, we can go ahead and wrap things up. Yosemite National Park should return to its reservation system. First, I explained to you the problems that removing the reservation system has caused. Secondly, I explained the causes of these problems. And finally, I concluded with how we can solve these problems by reinstating the Yosemite's reservation system. We should all be able to enjoy our national parks. However, we should focus on the preservation of these parks by promoting sustainable viewing. Next time you visit a national park, or specifically Yosemite, take advantage of the beautiful mountainous scenery. However, you should be focused on leaving no trace, so making sure that you're respecting the park and respecting set rules and boundaries in order to make the park sustainable for all visitors. Thank you for listening.